Welcome to new exciting Korean grammar number 6. Today's lecture will be cover an expression about of this, okay? Verb 으러 or verb로 place에 가요. So verb plus 으러 or verb로 means in order to verb. So it is used with directional verbs 가다, which means go, 오다, come, to indicate the purpose of going or coming. So now you can use this 으러 conjugation to indicate your purpose of going to place or coming to a place. Okay, let's see. So we learned the expression 도서관에 가요. I go to the library. 도서관에 가요. But why do you go to 도서관? 공부하다. So in order to study. You just know how to express these in separate sentences. But how would you connect these two? Huh? You use this 으러 here. So 공부하다 should be conjugated with this ending. So it becomes 공부하러. Why 러 instead of 으러? We'll cover it in the next slide. But if you want to express that you are going to the library in order to study, you would say 저는 공부하러 도서관에 가요. I go to the library in order to study. Cool. So why is there this parentheses? Huh? When do you use 으러 and when do you use 러? Well, Korean sound system prefers CV syllables, which means instead of CVC, so with this ending trailing, the Korean system rather prefers it to be formed in CV, CV, CV. CV, one syllable, CV, one syllable, and so on. Okay? So in order to do that, you would have to put this zero consonant and when there's a consonant here. Well, let's look at it with some examples, okay? 연습하다, divided into stem and ending. 연습하, it ends with vowel. So just put 러 here. 러. It means in order to practice, right? 가르치다, to teach, divided into stem and ending. 가르치 ends with vowels, so it becomes 가르치러. Just put 러. How about 읽다? 읽다 divided into stem and ending. It means to read. Since it ends with consonant here, you put 으러, right? So when you read this, it becomes 읽으러, right? This second 받침 carries over to the next syllable and takes over this zero consonant place. So 읽으러. Next example would be 사다, to buy. Divided into stem and ending. 사 ends with just vowel. So only use 러, 사러, in order to buy. 먹다, divided into stem and ending. 먹 ends with this consonant, 기억 consonant. So it becomes 먹으러. And when you pronounce it, it becomes 먹으러. This 받침 carries over to the next syllable, taking over the place of zero consonant. So pronounced as 먹으러. Good. So let's practice with some conversations. 어디 가세요? And you're thinking of you're going home because you want to study. Okay, then you would say, so to study is 공부하다, right? Divided into stem and ending. So since this stem ends with vowel, you would have to put 러 to express in order to. Okay, so 공부하러 집에 가요 means I go home in order to study. Next conversation, 어디 가세요? Where are you going? I'm gonna go home to watch television. So television 보다, right? 텔레비전 보다, right? Since this verb stem ends with vowel, you just put 러. 텔레비전 보러 집에 가요. I go home in order to watch television. 어디 가세요? I go home to eat lunch. Okay, lunch. Yeah, it looks like cereal though. Anyways, 점심 먹으러 집에 가요. 점심 lunch, lunch. So 먹다 is eat, right? Divided into stem and ending. 먹 ends with this consonant, so you put 으러. You need this zero consonant cushion, right? 점심 먹으러 집에 가요. I go home in order to eat lunch. 어디 가세요? You're not going to home. You might just go shopping, and you don't shop at your home. So you would say, oh, you are thinking of 쇼핑하다, and maybe you're going to a department store. Department store. Going to department store would be 백화점에 가다, right? Okay. Shopping. So since you're going to the department store, 백화점에 가다, in order for shopping, you have to put the purpose front of it and conjugate it with 으러, right? Since 쇼핑하다 ends, the stem ends with vowel, you just put 러, right? Replace this ending with 러. 쇼핑하러 백화점에 가요. Since you're talking with this person, you would have to use polite ending at the end, right? So 쇼핑하러 백화점에 가요 means I go to the department store in order to shop. In order to shop. Cool. Next situation. 어디 가세요? I think she's gonna go to some cafe to talk with her friend or to meet her friend. So you would have to say 커피 마시러 or 친구 만나러 커피숍에 가요. I go to the coffee shop in order to drink coffee or in order to meet my friend. Okay, next situation. I think she's gonna take a bath or a shower, and she's gonna go home for that. So 샤워하러 집에 가요 would mean I go home in order to take a shower. Cool. One thing you have to take into consideration is this irregular verbs in 디귿 받침. We kind of know a little bit. So irregular verbs. Some verbs are subject to variation depending on the following sound. So we have 듣다 and 걷다. So when you look at the stem and these both end in 디귿 받침, right? 듣다 means to listen or to take a course. 걷다 means to walk, and these both have 디귿 받침 as at the end of their stem. And this 디귿 changes to 리을 when followed by a vowel. Okay, so let's take a look here. So 듣다, when it is conjugated with these endings, 어요, 아요, polite ending, or 으세요, asking politely to other person, please do something. this 디귿 받침 just becomes 리을 here when they are connected with these vowel. Okay, same here. 디귿 becomes 리을 here when it is connected to 으세요. Okay, another example is to walk. So 걷다 connected with 어요, 아요, polite ending, and 으세요, please do something. It also becomes 걸어요, 걸으세요. So 디귿 becomes 리을, 디귿 becomes 리을. Yeah, cool. So let's practice. Fill in the blanks with appropriate verb forms. So A is asking, 아침에 뭐 하세요? What do you do in the morning? 음악을 듣다. So you want to say, I listen to music. Then since this 듣 stem has 디귿 받침, this becomes 리을, right? So you say 들어요, right? 그리고 공원에서 걷다 plus 어요, 아요. How would you say this? 디귿 받침 becomes 리을, so 걸어요. So here, okay, next conversation. So B answered as 네, 한국 음악을 좋아해요. Yes, I like Korean music. Then you would have to ask first if you ever listen to Korean music, right? So, how would you ask that? 한국 음악도 듣다 플러스 으세요, right? So, ending is replaced with 으세요, and this 디귿받침 becomes real. So, the final product would be 들으세요, right? 들어요, 걸어요, 들으세요. 한국 음악도 들으세요? Do you listen to Korean music as well? Yes, 네. 한국 음악을 좋아해요. I like Korean music. Cool. See you in class.